Imagine this. It's 1989, the Berlin Wall falls, and a young Russian officer, let's call him Alexei, stands tall, dreaming of endless Soviet glory. Fast forward to 2025, and that same legacy is crumbling in Ukrainian mud, where his country's tanks rust like forgotten relics. Brothers, is Russia really on the brink? Will they run out of everything? Tanks, ammo, even manpower by 2026? This isn't just headlines, it's a chilling warning for India, with our borders heating up. In the next 10 minutes, I'll break it down section by section. The tank graveyard, ammo famine, manpower meltdown, and sky-high failures, backed by fresh 2025 reports from ISW and SIPRI. Stick around. By the end, you'll know exactly how India can avoid this trap. Let's dive into the first shock, the tanks. Russia's tank fleet was once the envy of the world, over 12,000 in storage alone when the Ukraine invasion kicked off in 2022. But here's the brutal reality from the Institute for the Study of War's October 2025 update. More than 3,800 visually confirmed destroyed, captured, or abandoned. That's not a typo, 3,800. Production lines at Ural Vaganzavad are choking under sanctions. They're churning out just 150 to 200 new T-90s a month, while losses hit 300 plus. Desperation mode? They're pulling T-55s from museums, tanks older than most of your viewers, built in the 1950s, now fodder for Ukraine's cheap Bayraktar TB2 drones that cost less than a luxury car. One T-90 costs $4.5 million to build, but in the field, it's scrap metal worth pennies. By 2026, analysts predict their active fleet shrinks to under 1,000. No reserves, no comeback. Why the free fall? Poor reactive armor can't stop modern javelins, and crew training is a joke, 2 weeks tops. What if China rolled out 1950s relics on the LAC? Drop your worst-case scenario in the comments below. Let's discuss strategies. Picture a Ukrainian spotter, just 22 years old, from a Kyiv suburb, guiding that drone strike. In a recent Al Jazeera interview, he shared, "I watched the hatch fly open, a face staring up, not a monster, just a scared kid like me, but we had to end it." That human flicker amid the machines, it hits hard, reminding us war devours dreams on all sides. Guys, I remember my grandfather's stories from the 1962 war. Our tanks held because they were purpose-built, not relics. Russia's mistake? Quantity over quality. For India, the lesson screams loud. Accelerate our Arjun Mark II upgrades and FRCV program. We're already at 2,500 modern tanks. Aim for 5,000 by 2027 with DRDO's help. Don't repeat this graveyard shift. Next up, artillery, the real bloodletter of this war. Russia was firing 5,000 to 7,000 shells a day at peak. Thunderous barrages that leveled villages. But 2025 tells a different story. Domestic output from factories like Splav, a measly 1.5 million shells annually, while they're burning through 2 million plus. Sanctions bite hard. Imports from North Korea and Iran? Half are duds from the 1970s stockpiles. 40% failure rate per SIPRI's latest arms control report. Imagine loading a howitzer, pulling the lanyard, and nothing. Boom denied. Ukraine's Western-supplied Caesars and HIMARS have picked off 200-plus Russian ammo dumps since 2024, forcing 3-day firing blackouts. Stockpiles? Down 50% already. Heading into 2026, rationing kicks in. Accuracy drops 20%, momentum stalls. This isn't sustainable. It's starvation warfare. How many shells do you think India needs stockpiled for a 30-day border skirmish? Guess in the comments. Closest wins a shout-out in my next vid. Think of a Russian gun crew in a Donbass trench, frost-bitten fingers fumbling a faulty round. One leaked telegram audio from a conscript captured the despair. We're waiting for ghosts in the sky while our brothers freeze. This isn't fighting. It's dying slow. Chilling, right? It echoes the quiet horrors of any front line. The weight, the waste of young lives. Honestly, as someone who's read too many Cargill memoirs, this hits close. Our Jawans in 1999 rationed ammo but innovated with Excalibur precision. India's takeaway? Pour into the Pinaka multi-barrel rocket system. We've tested 10,000 round salvos already. No more begging imports. Make it ours. Scale production to 3 million shells a year by 2028. Section 3. The human element, manpower and air power, where Russia is bleeding out. Casualties? Over 650,000 confirmed by BBC and Mediazona's October 2025 tallies, with recruitment at 30,000 a month, barely covering 20,000 desertions. The average fighter? 42 years old, with training slashed to 2 weeks. Cannon fodder in human wave attacks. Factories? Worker shortages of 300,000, median age 50, grinding out subpar gear. Up in the air? Pre-war 1,200 combat jets, now 200 plus down by manpads and drones. Su-34 production? 15 to 20 a year, barely replacing losses. S-300 air defenses? 250 systems vaporized, leaving gaping holes for Ukraine's incoming F-16s. By 2026, pilot deficits hit 40%. The skies go dark. Is Russia's biggest weakness the machines or the men? Vote in comments, machines or manpower? I'll tally and react next video. One conscript smuggled letter sums it. Dear Mom, I promised Diwali homecoming. Now I'm knee-deep in snow, trading warmth for whispers of retreat. It's poetry of pain, families shattered, futures erased. War's true toll isn't steel, it's souls. This stuff keeps me up, like hearing my dad's 1971 war tales, grit over gear. For us Indians, Agnipath is gold, a young fit force of 50,000 annually, tech-savvy. Pair it with better retention, don't let experience walk away. Finally, the ripple effect. Russia's slide emboldens China, strains NATO, and spotlights India. Our playbook? Diversify Quad alliances, hike DRDO funding 15% as budgeted for 2025. Tech frontiers, AI-integrated drones and BrahMos 2 hypersonics. Economy matters too. Russia's GDP shrank 8%, ours grows 7%. Hit 5,000 modern platforms by 2026. Simulate endless wars in exercises like Tarang Shakti. Your top 3 tips for India's defense? List them in comments. Best one featured. Envision our Siachen guardians. We choose peace, but if pushed, we prevail. A veteran's words. Learn from ashes, build from fire. That's our spirit, resilient, ready. Russia's 2026 cliff? Tanks gone, ammo starved, skies empty. Ukraine's masterclass. India, let's learn. Innovate, unite, endure. Salute the fallen, fuel the future. If this opened your eyes, smash like, share with your squad, subscribe for weekly deep dives.